Hi there everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Mystic Megan and today we are doing a reading about what are you winning at in life. So this is going to be a reading that is just going to cover some of the things that you have been really successful at creating and manifesting in your life. Here are our 4 piles. For pile number 1 we have the King of Fire with 1, 2, 2, 3 and 6. For pile number 2 we have the King of Water with the numbers 1, 2, 3, 3 and 5. For pile number 3 we have the King of Earth with 2, 2, 3, 5 and 6. And finally for pile number 4 we have the King of Air with 1, 1, 3, 3 and 4. Have a good look at these cards and the numbers and pick whatever card you feel most drawn to. Once you have decided, click down below for the timestamps. And I'll see you in your readings. Hi there, pile number 1 and welcome to your reading. This is your reading about what are you winning at in life. You have chosen the King of Fire. The King of Fire is traditionally the King of Wands. So he is somebody who is very practical, good at problem solving, puts a lot of energy in work and actively problem solving. So I imagine that these are the kind of traits that you have. So that is very cool. All right, I'm gonna put that here. And next we're gonna move on to the dice here. So the dice is going to tell us specifically in what areas you are winning in life. So let's give them a bit of a shake. So the 1 here represents the self. The 2 twos represents relationships and partnerships. 3 represents work and effort, and 6 represents our goals and successes. So I can see already in the dice that one of your larger influences is your relationships and people. Anyway, I'm going to rearrange this table a little bit so that we can fit some more cards in. So next I'm going to pull some cards from the Intuitive Night Goddess tarot deck, and the first card we are going to pull, ooh, this one's sticking out straight away. The first card that we're going to pull is representing the 1, so this is going to give us a bit more idea about who you are. Then we are going to pull another card for your relationships. Oh, we have 2 cards which are coming out here. Let's just leave them there. So then the next card we are going to pull is going to talk about more about your work and effort. This one here. And then the last card we are going to pull is the 6, which is going to tell us a bit more about your goals and successes. Ooh, this one here. All right, let's start over here with card number 1. So we have the Ace of Wands, and this really ties in well with the card that you picked because, like I mentioned, the fire is traditionally the Wands suit, and so here with the Ace of Wands we can really see again that you are very practical and you have a lot of ideas, but also you bring those ideas into a more practical space. You don't just think of these ideas and sit on them. You think of these ideas and then you actively make steps to create those things in your life. I feel like you're very thoughtful about what it is you want to create. You really take charge of those things. Moving on to the 2 twos. Normally I wouldn't pull 2 cards for this, but 2 cards came out, so you are just very lucky. Let's have a look at what we have here. We have the Strength and the Moon. What I'm saying here already, because these are 2 major arcana cards, that you have a very strong influence in the relationships that you have with people. You are somebody who is a source of strength and inspiration, and also I feel like a lot of people see you as kind of like an intuitive figure that can see a lot more behind the veil than most people can. And maybe you just have a more of an insight to and understanding on, I don't know, psychology or how people work, but I feel like you are the kind of person who really reveals something to people that they didn't see before. So that could even just be different perspectives or different ways of seeing the same situation in a way that is more optimistic or even more empowering for them, especially with the strength here. So I feel like what you're bringing into the table is something that is really valuable and helpful for people, and this is how you are winning at life. So obviously, because we have 2 twos here, this is the thing that is really the biggest influence at what you're winning at in life. Being able to provide this kind of understanding and support and strength to your friends and family is something that's really important to you. Next we have the 3, which is work and effort. So let's have a look at that. All right, we have chance. Okay, so this is traditionally the Wheel of Fortune. The message I'm getting from this card is that you have a really great way of taking what happened in life and turning it into something that is going to benefit you. What I kind of mean here is that no matter what the world throws at you, you are able to take that, and even if it's a bad thing, you're able to find a way to change your perspective or change your approach and make that work for you. Luck isn't always something that just happens. Luck is also setting yourself up for success. And I feel like that's what you do really well. No matter the circumstances, no matter what chances you have, you are really good at setting yourself up for success. And this card here is really validating the messages we have over here with the wands. So the next one we are looking at is for the 6 here, which is your goals and successes. So let's find out a little bit more about that. Okay, so we have yet another wands. So wands is pretty consistent throughout this reading. The 5 of wands is telling me that no matter what, you are trying to achieve success. You are working together with people in order to create your success. So I feel like there's probably a lot of networking going on here, and all of this kind of ties in really well. So the 5 of wands is all about kind of climbing that ladder to success, climbing that ladder to happiness. Usually it's to do with work, and sometimes it can be about competition, but in this particular case I feel like this is more in relation to not only yourself helping others, but allowing others to help you. I feel like your community, this could be your home, this could be your friends, this could be your work community. They can all play a part in this. But yes, the 5 of wands is about striving and achieving your success, and that is something you're really winning at. Wow, pile number 1, this is a really cool reading, because not only can I see that you're striving and working towards doing things for yourself, but you're also working together with other people, creating connections and creating a network that is mutually supportive. It makes me really happy to see people like you creating opportunities not just for yourself but the people around you. So it was really great connecting with your energy today. These are all of the messages I see in the cards for you here today. It was really great connecting with your energy, and keep up this great work. I'll see you next time. Hi there, pile 2, and welcome to your reading. You have chosen the King of Water. So the King of Water is traditionally the King of Cups, which means you are a deeply feeling person. You are gentle and understanding to the people around you. You are able to support and encourage the people around you and be kind of a leader in regards to expressing emotions in a way that is genuine. So those are the kind of traits I imagine you to have. So let's put this card here. So next I'm going to use the dice to really have a look at what specific areas in your life you are winning at. So these are areas in your life that you have the most strengths and the most influence. So let's have a shake of these dice and find out what they say. And find out what areas in life. So we have a 1, a 2, 2 3s, and a 5. So the 1 represents yourself, the 2 represents people and relationships, the 2 3s represent work and effort, and because there are 2 of these, this means that right now the area in life you are most succeeding in is your work and effort. Just being able to put a lot of work and effort and consistent work and effort into the things that you want to achieve, into creating opportunities for yourself. And we see that here with the 5s, which is opportunities and choices. So I'm just going to rearrange this table a little bit now so that we can fit some tarot cards in. Alright, pile 2, we are going to pull some cards from the Light Seers Tarot. And the number 1 is the Self. So what details do we have about you? Let's go for this one. So next we're going to pull a card for number 2. This is going to represent your relationships. Then we are going to pull a card for the 2 number 3s. And then we're going to pull a card for the 5. This one here. Alright, let's have a look at what we have. Okay, let's start over here with number 1, and this is yourself. We have the 9 of Wands. So I feel like even though you're a deeply feeling person, that there is a bit of a wall that you have up with the people around you, and there are parts of yourself that maybe you hide from people. This definitely doesn't have to be a bad thing. That actually helps you a lot, because I feel like often having really healthy boundaries, and that's what I'm kind of seeing here, having healthy boundaries is a really great thing, and I really see that you have those boundaries. Even though you are emotionally available and able to feel and express your emotions, you also have the boundaries to protect yourself, fight for the things that you want and you need for your own personal fulfillment. Then next over here with the 2, we have the Queen of Cups. And so this is really tying in well with the King over here, because this is actually the King of Cups. So that means in this reading we have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, which is really amazing, really validating the message here. So with the Queen of Cups in your relationships, we can see that you are a very emotionally supportive person to your friends and family, to the people around you. You create a very open space that is very accepting and loving. The way she is gesturing, I feel like you are really able to let go of the things that you can't control, but you are also able to really let go of conflicts and things that happen between people. Your friends and family find you a really safe space to kind of allow themselves to be themselves, to express themselves. Next, we are going to look over here at the 3s. So the 3s represent work and effort. This is a really amazing card. We have the Star. One thing I'm really seeing here is like the connection between this light, which is connected to this string, but also the light up here. So I feel like that's a really interesting connection that is happening between these 2 cards. But yeah, you are somebody who's a dreamer. You have lots of hopes and wishes, and you are actively working towards all of those things you wish to achieve. You're not scared to think big. You're not scared to dream or question, or even, I feel like sometimes the world can tell us what we can and can't do. It's for us about believing the narrative and choosing to believe the narrative. And this is where I see the connection between these two cards, is that you have these boundaries where you only let the positive thoughts that help you dream big into your heart and mind. And it's because you only let the positive in that you are able to open yourself up, let go of conflict, and create such a safe emotional space, not only for yourself, but for the people around you. Next, we have the 5 here, which is opportunities and choices. I can't believe it. This is just such a really cool reading. This is amazing. So you have the Wheel of Fortune with opportunities and choices. I feel like there's 2 things happening here. I feel like one thing is that opportunities and choices are coming your way through chance and just through fortune events, but I also feel like these opportunities and choices are coming because of the manifestation, the energy that you are creating by putting in these boundaries and having high expectations and dreaming big. So that's what manifestation is all about. It's about your mindset and putting that energy into the world. And I feel like even if you're not consciously manifesting right now, that is something that you are doing. So what I feel like the biggest message here is that you are a manifester. You are creating the luck and the fortune in your life. This is how you're winning at life. You have the boundaries that you need in order to keep out negative thoughts and feelings, and you are not scared to dream big. And so you need to just continue doing this. Whatever you're doing right now, it is working. It is creating a lot of opportunity, and your work and effort is really going to pay off. Never dim your light for the comfort of others. Continue manifesting, continue creating, and continue being your best self. Well, pile 2, this has been a really great reading. I have really enjoyed connecting with your energy today. And if you enjoyed this reading, please make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, pile 3, and welcome to your reading. This is your reading about what are you winning at in life, and you have chosen the King of Earth. Traditionally, the King of Earth is the King of Pentacles, who's very good at creating material wealth or even just material security. Earth has a lot to do with security, so this doesn't have to be financial. I mean, obviously money plays a big part in security, but creating just a safe and secure environment for yourself, for the people around you. It's also about providing what is needed for everyday life. Those are the kind of traits I am seeing you as having. So let's put that down here. Next, we are going to use the dice to find out what specific areas in life you are winning at. So let's give that a shake now and find out. Starting with the 2 twos here, this because there are 2 of them, this means that this is the biggest influence in your life right now. This is the biggest influence and motivation behind your success. The next thing we have here is the 3, which is work and effort. And so you are putting in a lot of work and effort, which makes a lot of sense considering that we have the King of Earth here. Then we have the 5, which is representative of opportunities and choices. So I feel like that perhaps the reason why you are striving so much for this success is because you want to provide opportunities and choices for the people around you. This could be your family, or this could even just be within your company or place that you work for. Perhaps you are a manager, perhaps you are a team leader, and your job is to help other people to find their avenue of success. And the 6 here is your goals and successes. Alright, so we're going to pull some tarot cards to clarify these numbers a little bit more. I'm just going to rearrange the table so that we can fit the cards on here. Alright, so for you guys, I have chosen Orient Animal Tarot, and the reason why is because of the animal features that I saw in this picture. I felt like that this deck was going to be perfect for this reading. So the first card we're going to pull is for the 2. Okay, here we are. Next card we're going to pull is the 3. Next card we're going to pull is the 3. This one. Then the 5. Okay, you saw that already, but we'll get back to that. And then the 6. Okay, interestingly enough, with your reading, with the dice particularly, we did not get a 1. So this is telling me that possibly you are somebody who is self-sacrificing. That doesn't have to be a bad thing, you know, because you can do that in a very loving way to yourself. But I just wanted to point that out really quick. Anyway, so the first card we're going to look at is over here with the 2 2s, and this is your relationships and people. This is working in really well already. So as I said previously, the Earth is of the Pentacles. Did I say that? I can't remember. And we have the 3 of Pentacles here. And this is telling me that you work really well with other people, and you're really quite happy to be a part of a team. This teamwork is something that you find really fulfilling and something that you're really good at. I don't necessarily see you as somebody who's like a leader or necessarily taking charge. You can do that, but I feel like even if you are a leader, you are able to kind of come down to the level of other people. I find it really interesting here with the ants. Even as a leader, you are able to kind of meet them at the worker level and understand what it is they want and need on their level, as opposed to just coming from this one perspective. So that is a really cool thing to be able to do. Next, we're going to look at the 3 over here. So we have the 2 of Pentacles. Wow, so many Pentacles, and we already know this is a 10. My gosh. Okay, so with the 2 of Pentacles, again, we are seeing a lot of effort, a lot of work. With the 2 of Pentacles, this is kind of about choice and balance. So I feel like you are extremely practical in the way that you work and you put in your effort. You are able to see how things are working, and recognize the things that are not, and let go of those things. I feel like you are very efficient, and this is especially interesting with the mountain goat here, that it doesn't matter how difficult the terrain is, it doesn't matter what is happening around you, you are able to pick your way through that situation. And this is very true for your work, as well as your home life. You are just really good at making the choices you need to make when you need to make them. The other thing that I'm picking up is that you don't get too far ahead of yourself. Even if you make plans for the future, you are very open to redirecting your energy into the things that are happening for you right now, and you're not too caught up on this end of the road goal that you're going for. Next, we have opportunities and choices. So the 10 of Pentacles. I can't believe we have so many Pentacles in this reading. So 10 of Pentacles, financial security. Again, this is all about financial security. You are winning at financial security. You are winning at providing not only for yourself, providing for your family. And over here with the Ten of Pentacles, we see that a lot because the Ten of Pentacles is kind of about security that's going to last over a long period of time. That's why we have the whale here. Whales live for a very long time. We want to provide something to the people around us that is going to last the test of time, that is going to help them and enable them to be successful in the future. And the last one here, we have the 6, which is the Hermit. Now I'm seeing again another very agile creature here, especially with the cat. I'm seeing one of the things that you are really winning at is being able to make decisions on your own. Sometimes we get held back by other people, maybe at work, but maybe at home, maybe in our relationships, to try and accommodate other people and make decisions and wait for them to make decisions so then we can then make decisions ourselves. And I feel like with the Hermit here, one of your successes is being able to kind of not only work with people but also be able to take charge and just kind of work on your own, do things alone if you need to, if you want to. Even though your relationships are a really strong influence on you, you are not scared to kind of do it on your own, make decisions on your own, and do what's best for you or do what's best for your family if required to, without waiting for the approval of others. Like, this is what I'm really seeing here, is that you don't wait for the approval of others in order to move forward, in order to make decisions. Anyway, pile number 3, this is a really cool reading. I feel like I definitely see that you're extremely successful and you are doing a really great job at providing, and you are really successful at creating connections and working with others. I'm really happy for all of your success and keep up all this great work. And if you enjoyed this reading, please make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, pile 4, welcome to your reading. This is your reading about what are you winning at in life, and you have chosen the King of Air. This is traditionally the King of Swords, so I feel like you are somebody who is blessed with clarity, of who can look at things from a very logical perspective and be able to problem solve, to manage different conflicts and situations that may arise. You are able to kind of cut through the emotional influences which people often project into situations. This gives you a very good logical perspective of the world and the things that are happening around you. Anyway, I'm going to put that card here. So next I'm going to roll some dice. These dice are going to give us a clearer indication on what areas in life that are influencing these successes. Okay, so let's give it a shake. With the 2 wands here, I can see that you are very independent. You are somebody who goes for the things that you want to go for. You're not scared of striking out on your own in order to get those things. Over here with the 3, we can see that's your hard work and effort. You are not scared of putting in that extra work and effort. And because we have 2 1s here and 2 3s here, these are the strongest influences in your success. Over here we have obstacles and challenges. It's through your own innovative thinking as well as your hard work you are able to really overcome challenges. Anyway, I'm going to pull out some cards. I'm just going to rearrange the table. Okay, so for your reading I am using the Line Strider Tarot. So first card we are going to pull is for the number 1s which you have in your reading. So let's have a shuffle and find out what messages are coming out for you. I feel like this card is definitely... Alright, next we have the 3s. What do we have for the 3s? What do we have for the 3s? Ooh, one. Then we are pulling a card for the 4. The obstacles and challenges. Obstacles and challenges. So I may end up pulling an extra card for you guys because all of the other piles got 4 cards and you only have 3 because you only got 3 numbers. But let's just see what the messages are. So before we start, I do just want to note that we have 1 and 1, which is a power number in numerology, and we have 3 and 3, which is another power number in numerology. 11 and 33 are very powerful numbers. So I feel like you have a lot of clarity, and that is not just through your logical perspective and logical thinking, but you also are getting influences from the universe which are kind of helping you clear away the clouds in order to really get that clear perspective. So let's start with this card here, which is your number 1. So with the 4 of Cups here, I feel like you have a lot of very high expectations for yourself. You are an achiever. And you're constantly trying to achieve something, and each time you achieve something, it keeps you satisfied for a little bit, but then you kind of lose interest really quickly and you start feeling a bit unhappy and unfulfilled. So I feel like you're the kind of person who changes things quite frequently, and you have new goals and new expectations of yourself all of the time. Even though the 4 of Cups can be read in a negative light, I feel like in this particular situation, it's really just communicating that the motivation behind the things that you've become successful at is this feeling that you want to achieve more. That is this feeling that you want more. You're constantly wanting more from life, and this is actually really serving you. And this is actually serving you in a way that really helps you create a lot of great, amazing things, and helps you challenge yourself and challenge your perspective to get that wider view of the world and yourself and your relationships as well. Next we have the 3s. So let's have a look at this card here. We have the Knight of Cups. So with the Knight of Cups, this is typically idealistic ideas of something. So this kind of ties in really well that perhaps you have a lot of high expectations of yourself and other people, and this is what's causing you to strive. The combination of this constant need for satisfaction and this idealistic idea of how things should be are the things that are really driving you to be that successful and to take control of your own perspective and your own role in the situation. I feel like you hold yourself to a very high standard. You have a very clear distinction about those things, and these are the things that are creating the most success. So next we have the 4, and we have the 9 of Wands. So the 4 is obstacles and challenges. And for this card here, I'm getting the message that you are very good at choosing your challenges. You take a very intellectual and logical approach to obstacles and challenges, and you only choose the challenges that are either going to serve you the most or the challenges that you are most likely to create success in. You are quite good at sitting down, grounding yourself, and thinking about what it is you want to achieve, how you can achieve it, and what to leave behind. Like I mentioned before, I think I will pull 1 extra card for you guys, and I feel like I want a little bit more clarity over here with the 4 of Cups. So let's pull that extra card out now. Wow. Okay, that one came out. So here we have the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like one thing that really stimulates you mentally and emotionally is this kind of idea of the game of chance. For example, taking educated risks about a job or an investment. Just because of your intelligence, you do need that constant stimulation. You do need that constant movement of energy around you and movement of people and things, and just this constant stimulation, this constant urge to learn and experience new things. This is one of the things that is really driving you forward. Once again, over here with the Four of Cups, you're not happy just to get like this one education and do the same job for the rest of your life. You are somebody who's going to get that. You're going to enjoy it for a while, but then you're going to want to move on. You're going to want to try something new, and you leave yourself completely open to those opportunities that may arise. I feel like you are a lot more open to opportunities and chance events than most people, just because you're so good at moving and navigating difficult situations in quite a balanced and logical way. Anyway, pile number 4, this was a really interesting reading. I really enjoyed connecting with your energy. I feel like you're a very logical person and you have lots of fantastic ideas and perspectives to really be bringing into the world. Anyway, if you enjoyed this reading, please make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.